Right to the air is Jackson. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action. Now Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On second and a couple, Jackson. Pass caught on the out route by Mechie. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On second down, there's the option going left. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. First pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But the big story in this one, of course, Deshaun Watson back in Houston where he began his career. Drafted 12th overall in 2017, 3-time Pro Bowler as a Texan, and was officially traded to Cleveland back on April 27th. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Deshaun Watson, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history will ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Jackson swings this one out wide for Pierce. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. 21-0 our score after 1. The Browns drive about to get started. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. He is out of bounds inside the 35. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Down inside the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Jackson on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. York now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They go play action now. Jackson out to his left. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On third down, Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson now to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Jerry Hughes able to record his 5th sack of the season. York able to send this one through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Watson on first down. This is the tight end, Njoku. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 24, Watson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are able to add on to their first half lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jackson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And they will remain well behind.
Partner, this is certainly turning out to be one of those days. Here we are in the second half. They're being shut out. Offense is doing nothing. And you're just saying, please, come on, give us something here to your kicker. But even this is no good.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this fourth down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. That's underneath to Pierce, and he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Browns are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. 20, 10, and finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
To throw is Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception's really going to affect them much, but at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jackson. He's got Akins, the tight end, and he'll be out right at the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. Here's Pierce on the counter. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing is Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown. Jordan Akins, 26 yards. And the Texans are finally on the board in the 4th quarter. Fake it. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Off of play action, it's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19 from the gun. Here's Watson. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Schwartz. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there's a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got Njoku over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Watson looks to throw again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jerry Hughes able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
Now back to throw. And now Watson throws another interception. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson now. This is caught. It's Cox. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Play action. Now Jackson. They're going across the field. He connects with Mechie. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jackson. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. Give to Pierce now on the option. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run here with Pierce. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Browns are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space there. They elect to throw it. It cost him.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. One last shot for Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided.